So our agenda here today, validate. Using critical analytical methods, what do we find is at the center of core as a nutrient source? To educate, and let me actually reverse this and differentiate first. Once we've completed this testing, what does it tell us about core and how it's different from other products? The senior management team has stressed the importance of Rain products as being they're category leaders. In fact, they are category innovators. So what is it we find in this testing that demonstrates that elucidates that, and that we can carry forth as a powerful message? And then finally, how do we use the keys of our learning to educate? What messages can we take and communicate easily? Now, one of the things I would say, you're going to hear from Dr. Wright, of course our good friend Brad, Dr. Weeks, nothing is more important than what I call the clinical study of one, your own unique experiences using these fabulous products. But it also is, and this is true in Dr. Wright's and Dr. Weeks' clinical practices, they see a kind of aggregate of those clinical studies of one, and they're able to find patterns in the way people get better and the way the Rain products help them thrive. But it also helps to have a companion tool in the form of analytical methods that provide quantifiable evidence of the characteristics of core in this case, and also the way they perform. And that's really been my job. So let's start with, why do you validate? Well, have you ever seen products, or have you ever been confronted by people with products who have unproven claims, of course? Have you wondered what evidence they have to support them? Ours is the highest, ours is the best. Never has the universe seen such a product. Would you like your product to back up claims? And can we set higher performance standards and quality bars that we can pass on to others with confidence? Absolutely. So that's our goal here. Why validate? Because it helps define important characteristics. Think back to last year when I presented the same kinds of findings on soul. We started at point A and we said, let's take a look at some critical ways of measuring what's in soul and how it performs. That's what we're going to do again today. Validation supports product claims and messaging. It sets a higher bar for competitive performance, and it helps consumers and those you present to make informed purchasing decisions. Rain International continues to impress me with their commitment to excellence. In fact, to having a mandate for investigating and better understanding what makes their products work. You're going to hear a lot today about the science behind seeds and seed nutrition and the way seeds deliver this bounty of nutrient benefit. And what I want to do is establish a core set of tests that we can return to over and over as quality assurance standards, as a way of setting a higher bar for provable statements about product characteristics. As I say, these tests can illuminate these key characteristics and provide substantiable claim verification so that we have something you can look at and touch that says these products have been tested over and over again, not unlike a nutrition or supplement facts panel that the FDA requires on all of our food and nutrition products. Except these go outside the bounds of those standard panels and address other characteristics of the product that are critically important. And of course, these are very helpful in setting core apart from and differentiating it from other products who may also claim to have similar benefits. So what do we choose? Again, I'm going to invert this just a little bit and start with PACs, proanthocyanidins. Now, I was pleased to find out that Dr. Wright is going to talk to you in more depth about proanthocyanidins, a very important family of plant-based compounds, which are often reported most for their antioxidant characteristics, but are what I call heavy lifters. They actually perform a variety of functions in vivo, in human metabolism. And we'll see that in more detail here. Now, Eurocran-Pax is the method we chose. Why? Because it is so well established in the literature. In fact, it was developed by Brunswick Labs by my dear friend, Dr. O, God bless him. He passed away in May. But it was established by him for the cocoa industry and is used to substantiate heart health claim in the EU. So PAX are a very important family of compounds, and the Eurocran-Pax method is probably the best method to use to determine PAX concentrations in a product. Next, ORAC. We're familiar with ORAC. There's continuity in using ORAC from the tests we've already conducted on Sol. It allows for a point of comparison to a wide range of food and nutrition products. And of course, it is really the most respected broad panel of antioxidant tests on the market today. But then finally, as you'll see, one of my colleagues and highly respected research scientist friends has said it's very important to connect via testing. We already know through your own unique experiences that these wonderful products have biological effects. But can we show through simple tests, repeatable tests, that there's some biological component as well to these testing outcomes? And that's what we do here with a cellular immune assay.